Hey everybody, this is Mike with the One Stop Co-op Shop, coming at you with another Kickstarter preview, this time of Pingyao. And this is a cooperative combat game where you use the power of banking to defeat giant dragons and demons. No, I'm just kidding. It's a competitive dice placement economic game with a solo mode, and us being who we are, we're going to show you the solo and focus on that. As always with our Kickstarter coverage, we accept no compensation, just want to help you make an informed decision. And at the end of this playthrough, I'll share my impressions and thoughts about the game's solo play, or you can just use the timestamps to skip right to that. But first, let's start with an overview of what you're going to see in the game. So this is the main board, and this is a dice placement game. And even in solo, you're still sort of competing for spots with your dice, your workers, whatever you want to call them. And there are 6 possible action spaces you'll be putting your dice on. Additionally, there is a round track because the game always lasts 8 rounds. And you've got both a fame track down here and a remittance track at the top. We'll explain what those are as we get into the actions. And then you also have your player board, which will keep track of your whole banking empire and also your wealth and a bunch of other stuff. Right now we have one starting agency tile, which is basically a branch of our bank we can conduct business through. And you'll see it has this lovely little piece. I hope the real game has these. I imagine it does. These are called Sai-Chis, which are silver ingots, and they're kind of like the main representation of major wealth and capital in the game. And you're trying to get as many of those as possible. They're worth victory points. And also put them to work earning you money, either in your bank branches or through loans or lots of other stuff. Now, very important in the solo game is, instead of competing against other players to get the most victory points, instead you're going to pick one of these story cards. I'm going with one I haven't tried before. And it's going to give you a bonus free government tile. We'll get to that soon at the top. And then you've got your goals for the game based on whether you're playing on normal or hard difficulty. What I've been doing is I'll try to shoot for normal, and then if I can, get hard. I haven't reached there yet, but I have beaten normal a few times. So we'll see if I can get lucky this time. And in this case, this one, I want to be very famous and well-liked by the government. I need at least 12 fame on the fame track, 4 government tiles, and at least 30 victory points. Or if I'm going in hard mode, the maximum of 15 fame, the maximum of 6 government tiles, and 35 victory points. We'll see how that goes. Now, in terms of the round structure for Pingyao, specifically in solo, at the start of each round, you're going to flip up one of these event cards. And first of all, it's going to show you how to seed opposing dice on the different action spaces. Because again, this is a dice placement kind of worker placement game, so you're kind of competing, although you can actually benefit from these sometimes. And it will also give you a little quest or goal for this round. In this case, this would be to build a level 3 branch of the bank, a level 3 agency, and a reward if you are able to do so. Now, to show the setting up of these dice, it'll show you a mix of either D4 or D6s in opposing colors. I'm going to use red for myself in this game. And you roll the dice from left to right. So, for example, over here, I'll roll a D6, getting a 2, and then a D4, getting a 1. And you will re-roll if you get dice of the same value. And by the way, sorry, the D4s aren't going to show their faces very well, so you'll just have to trust me about the values I've rolled. So the rightmost die, the last one you roll, is going to end up on the actual action space. So here again, it is a 1. And there we go. I've gone ahead and rolled them all. And I'll tell you right now, no way in heck am I going to build a level 3 branch on the first round. It's basically impossible. So I'm just going to get rid of this card. We don't have to worry about it. Okay, next I roll my 3 dice. I've got 2 D6s and 1 D4. And I got a 4 for my D4. I'm going to put them on their indicated spots. Okay, this would normally be turn order for the different players, but in this case it is action order for myself. I have to do the bottommost dice first, working my way up. So my 6, then my 4, then my 3. But before I start using my dice, I have to decide if I want to buy any extra silver ingots. I've got 10 money to start. The black coins are 1, the gold are 5. And I've got 1 ingot in my headquarters and only 1 on my only agency. Generally speaking, to start out, agencies can be profitable with up to 2. Any extras would be wasted on them. And how do they get over there? We'll see all that when we get into the actions. Now, I mentioned that the different story modes will give you different tiles to start out with. In my case, this one is going to make me giving loans at the central bank more profitable. But to give a loan, I need to have 2 Sai-Chi in my headquarters. So I'm going to spend all 10 of my money, these are basically worth 10 coins, to get a second one in my supply. And with those preliminaries out of the way, let's get to the meat of the game, the actions and the dice placement. So in the solo game, as I said, I'm going to place my dice from the bottommost, the highest value, going up to the lowest value. But before placing each one, you'll see a -2 next to a little rotating circle, -2 here, and then -1 going up. I can spend that amount of money to re-roll the die before I place it. Now, right now, I'm totally broke from buying that second Sai Chi, so I'm not going to be able to do anything with that. And now I can place my die, and here are the dice placement rules. I cannot place a die on one of the 6 action spaces if that die value is already there, either on the current active die or any dice in the rest area. So for example, on this middle space, we have a 5 and a 1 already. So I could put my 6 there, I could put a 4, a 3, a 2, but I could not put a 1 or a 5. And when you place a die there, you knock the current die into the rest area, and your die now becomes the active die. And I can even take the same action multiple times with my dice. So I could put my 4 here. So why do the dice values matter? Number one, it's going to determine whether you get money from doing the action or have to pay money. And also it's going to determine what type of action you can take. So for example, to zoom in on the center action for a second, if I put a 5 or 6 here, I can only build a level 1 agency, a level 1 bank branch. If I put a 3 or 4, I can do a level 1 or a level 2. If I put a 1 or 2, a level 1, 2, or 3. And that applies for all of these actions. The lower the value of the die, the closer to 1, the better the action will be, or at least the more options it'll grant you. If I put a die that is higher than the currently active die, like 6 is higher than 5, I get paid the difference in value. So here I would get 1. If I put it over here, that's a 2 for the D4. Then I would get 4 coins for taking that action. But the opposite is true if your die is lower. So if I put a 3 where this active 6 is, I would have to pay 3 coins in order to take that action, and then my die would become active. Now, the exception to this is your D4, which is your main worker. They basically get the best of both worlds in either case. So if I put my 4 to a die that is lower, like the 2, instead of getting 2 money, I would get 3. So it's kind of like it counts as 1 higher. And then same thing if I put it on a higher die. So if I put the 4 where the 5 is, normally I would pay 1, but I pay nothing. So it's kind of like its die value counts as 1 higher, whichever way it helps you. Now, I'll get into the full details of each action as I take them, but to give you kind of a basic summary, this one is where you go to open new branches, new agencies, to fill out your little board so you can make more money every turn. This one is where you go to increase your fame, moving along this track, which will make loans more profitable for you, give you other bonuses, and eventually give you victory points at the end of the track. That's what these sort of bluish chip icons are. And don't forget, for the story card I have to get a whole bunch of fame. Over here is the Confucian Temple, where you can hire managers to man your bank branches, basically letting you activate special powers on them or making them able to hold more capital, more of those Sai Chi tokens to make yourself more money. This is the central bank, where you can either take a loan out or loan yourself to make interest money on it. This is where you go to talk to the government and get those government bonus tiles, like the one I started with to make my loans more valuable. Remember, I need at least 4 of those to win on the basic difficulty. And finally, this is where you do remittances, which was basically the banking concept of being able to deposit your money in one branch of a bank and then withdraw it somewhere else after you traveled so you wouldn't get robbed for your silver. But in the game, it's the primary way we'll be moving these tokens between branches and our headquarters to make the most money possible, hopefully. Alright, so looking at my board, remember I got 2 Sai Chi and I get a bonus for loan, so I want to go to the central bank to loan, but I clearly can't use my 6 to do that and I have no money to re-roll. But if I use my 4 or my 3 because the 6 is there and my value die is lower, I'm going to have to pay money I don't have. So I need to get a bunch of money from my 6. And we already know that I need fame to win, so I'm going to go here. That's a 2. So I'm getting 4 money. And then the 5-6 action says -1 money to gain +1 fame. So I'm getting 4 money. I'm going to spend 1 of it. I'll get 3 overall. And my fame increases. I'm almost to a 1-time bonus of a free bank manager. Okay, next I'm going to take my 4 on my D4. And I am going to go to the central bank. That was a 4, so 2 less to the 6. I would normally pay 2, but it's my D4, so I only have to pay 1. So the first action, gaining fame, as you saw, it's super simple. With 5 or 6, you pay 1 coin, you get 1 fame. 3 or 4, it's free to get 1 fame. 1 or 2, you pay 2 coins, but get 2 fame. Central bank is a little more complicated. Let's go to the board to talk about it. So I have 2 options when I go to the central bank, and that's this whole thing over here. I can either take out a loan, which means they'll give me 2 more Sai Chi to use wherever I want. Awesome. But I put my meeple on the 1, 2, or 3 space, showing how many rounds I will have those to use. And this is going to be based on the die I used. With a 3 or 4, like I used, I could do it for up to 2 rounds, or I could go down to 1. With a 1 or 2, I could do 3 rounds. With a 5 or 6, I could only do 1 round. And I've got those to use, but this will decrease by 1 at the end of each round, and once it goes off, I have to pay these back or suffer huge losses that are really catastrophic for the game. Additionally, I'm going to have to pay 2 coins of interest at the end of every round while I have the loan out. But we're not here to take out a loan, we are the ones lending, so we're going to use the top action. You need to have 2 Sai Chi, and you don't use the meeple in this case, you just move them up. And again, you can do for 3 rounds, which means you'll get a ton of interest if you used a 1 or 2. 2 rounds if you used a 3 or 4, like I did. 1 round if you used a 5 or 6, you can always go less. So I'm going to do 2 rounds. And it's a little small up here, but for each of your Sai Chi here, you can have up to 4 here, so I could do this again. I'm going to earn some money. It's 2 per Sai Chi, so that'll be 4 money when I have 0 fame. Once my fame gets up to 4 or higher, it'll be 3 per token here. Once it's 10 or higher, it'll be 5 per token. And then my little bonus here says plus 3 for every pair. So right now at the end of this round, I'm going to get 2, 4, 7 coins just for having these out loaned. And then I'll get another 7, and then they'll come back, and I can use them again or loan them again, whatever I want to do. All right, now I have 2 coins left. What do I want to do with my action? I do need a bunch of these government tiles, but you'll see they need 4 coins or 2 coins or 1. So I actually do have the 2 coins to pay for it. But additionally, you need to have one of those Sai Chi, one of those 10 coin silver ingots to actually get the tile. So that's not happening yet. I think instead I'll get some more money. This is a 1 on the remittance space. So that'll pay me 2 because my die is 2 higher. And that lets me show you how remittances work. And this is, again, a little bit more complicated. The 3-4 will let me do it for 2 rounds, 5-6, 1 round, 1, 2, 3 rounds. Exactly like the loans, but it's different otherwise. I'm going to draw the top card of the remittance deck, and that'll be the only one I get to use. But you'll see some powers like this down here will have an eyeball and then a +1. That means you get to draw more and then choose which one you want to do. And there's a bunch of stuff going on here, but it's actually pretty simple. The first color here is the type of agency tile or branch that the person is depositing the money before they go on their trip. And the yellow is where they're going to take it off in a little while, in a few months. In this case, I can do 2 months, remember, because I use a 3-4. So going over to my bank, you'll see that the tiles are color-coded based on where they're placed. I chose to put my starting one on a green spot, but it also has a special power that it counts as a red, so this is a red or a green. And then your headquarters counts as any color. It's basically wild. So I get to place a Sai Chi in a red, but then I'll have to withdraw later on when they arrive a Sai Chi from a yellow. So I'm going to be a little risky here. I'm going to go ahead and put the second Sai Chi on my red agency, so it'll make me more money every turn. And I put this card on how many months I want to do it. So again, the max I can do is 2 because I used a 3-4. Then I'm going to take this pair of cubes, I'm going to put one on the card, and put the other one on where the person will be withdrawing the money from later, which is going to be here on my headquarters. And y'all might notice, you're very astute, there are currently no silver ingots here, so I am promising this person they can withdraw from the main headquarters when they arrive there in 2 months, but I am lying, we don't actually have any capital there yet. But the nice thing is my loans will come back to me in 2 months, the same duration as that, so worst case scenario I'll have 2, but also you'll see that I'll be able to buy more and more of these as the game goes on. Now, another nice thing about these is that you get to collect a fee for providing this service. The base is 2 money, and then wherever they will eventually withdraw the money from is going to give a modifier. In this case, they're withdrawing it from my main headquarters, which is kind of a hassle, so they're going to pay 1 less. But if it had been a level 2 or level 3 branch, I'd actually get an advantage. So I'm just getting 1 money here. And just like the fame track, every time you do a remittance, you move your pawn up 1 space. Once you get to 3 and 6, you'll get more money for every remittance you do, and eventually they're also worth victory points. Although this one is not at all required for my story, so I'm probably not going to do that much. And with all my dice placed, we get to the end of the round in income. But first I check, did I complete my quest? And no, I didn't build a level 3 agency, so I don't get the bonus here, sadly. So for my income, it's again very small here, but it says 2 coins for every Sai Chi on a level 1 agency, up to their max of 2. They're not profitable after that. So I'm going to get 4 coins from this, and then don't forget our loan. We're getting 2 for each of these, so that's another 4 coins, plus our bonus of 3 per pair. So I got 11 overall, not bad. And then 1 month passes, so our remittance is almost due, our loan is almost done, and we clear off all the dice and move on to round 2. Alright, so going into round 2, there's a reward for building a level 2 branch. Again, that's way too expensive, and it's going to be very tough to do remittances with 3 dice there, but let's roll and see how things turn out. And yeah, probably no remittances happening this round. 1, 2, and 3 are taken, but it should be pretty easy to build a branch, which is something I think I want to do, because I can show you the last complicated action. And to that end, I've got 16 money. Let's spend 10 of it to get an ingot here. And then for my first action, let's open up a new agency with a 5. I'm getting paid 1 for going there since I'm 1 higher than the 4. A 5 or 6 will only let me do a level 1, but that suits me fine. And I've talked a lot about how much agencies cost. You can see them right here. It's 6 coins and 1 side chi for level 1, 12 and 2 for level 2, 24 and 3 for a level 3. You don't lose these. They just go to the branch itself as you open it. And I draw the top 4 tiles from the level 1 stack. And generally speaking, they'll have a power if I get a bank manager on here, again with that Confucian Temple action. So this one will mean it'll cost -1 coin to reroll dice, so it'll usually be free except with a 5 or a 6. This means you can subtract 1 from the value of your die, 1 die before you start placing them. Oh, we got a duplicate with that one. And finally, you can see an extra remittance card before you pick which one you want to use. I like the idea of being able to reroll a lot, so let's take that one. And you place it in any empty spot for that level. Here, the only color I'm missing is yellow, because this counts as a green and a red, so let's go ahead and fill that. And note that underneath it says +1 fame. So whenever I build a level 1 branch, I get +1 fame. Level 2s give you 1 victory point. Level 3s give you 2 victory points. My side chi moves on over there. And I will gain 1 fame, and very nice, that's going to give me a free bank manager. Usually I'd have to go to the Confucian Temple to gain that. And I could place him on an unopened spot because he'd be unemployed for now. Sad for him. But, hey, of course, I'm going to put him here. Now I can start immediately using his power to pay 1 less for rerolls. And let's do it because I don't love this 3 here. I can't go there. I can't go there. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. But let's try for it, see what I get. And I got a 2. What do I want to do with a 2? Ooh, I've got an idea. Let's do some more loan work. I guess I could go get fame. No, I don't have 2 coins to pay for it. So normally I have to pay 1 to go here since it's 1 less, but because it's my D4, I don't have to pay that. And this time I certainly don't have 2 to put in, but I can take these 2, boom, and let's say for 3 months, the max that I'm allowed. Now I will be paying interest on those, but I'm hoping I can make some money with them. And ooh, it's a 50-50 chance. If I can get a 4, 5, or 6, I can even put those into a new loan immediately. Come on, baby. Yes! So that's 3 more than my current die, so I get paid 3 money. Remember, the max you can have out is 2 pairs. Oh, darn. You know, I'm only going to get them for a single month, I just realized, because that was a 5 or 6. I wish I'd rolled a 4, but oh well. And yeah, now I feel like I'm really banking, because I'm using somebody else's money to make money for myself. Oh, yeah. And with that, we go right into income. Once again, they set an impossible task, so I don't get a bonus for it. But I do get 2, 4, 6 for my branches. 8, 10, 12, 14, plus 3 for each pair, so 17, 20, minus 2 for my loan. So that's 18, not too bad. Now all 4 of these come back because my loans have come up and this ticks down, and I immediately lose 1 of these because it got withdrawn by the guy who had the remittance, so I'm down to 3. Going in round 3, let's see if the quest is even possible. Ooh, open a level 1 branch and get a free bank manager. I think we can do that. Let's see, looking at how the dice came out, we have very high values here and a lot of blockage. And then a 1 and a 2 here. So I could get a ton of money if I go there with like a 3, 4, 5, or 6. Let's see how my dice turn out. Okay, 2 6s. Yeesh. And a 1. Alright. And let's see. Do I want to buy more side chi? I think realistically I'll probably open the level 1 branch. That'll be 1. And then I'll probably do a new loan if I can make it work out. So that would be 2. Yeah, so I guess I don't need any more right now, so I'll hang on to my money. But first I need to get something like a 5 or a 4. I don't want to super overpay for my level 1 branch. So let's pay 1 instead of 2 with my branch power to reroll one of these 6s. Try to get a 5 or a 4. I guess even a 3 would be better than a 1. Or a 1. Oh my gosh, that would cost 5 to do it. Well, here, I can go and use that for the loan. So I'll move 2 of these up, and since it was a 1, I can get interest for 3 rounds. Definitely like that. Would still like to open a branch. Let's pay 1 to reroll this one. Hope for some better luck. Come on. All right. God, I have to pay 3, but I guess I'll take it. Then I'm going to spend 6 more, and this will go over there in a second. Now let's see what our options are. We could pay 2 to immediately move a silver ingot to our headquarters. That sounds dumb. Oh, 2 of those. Great. Now subtract 1 from a die. That would have been very helpful in this round, or add 1. Yeah, let's go for the subtracting, I think. And that'll get us 1 fame, which will be very important in a second. And although we did complete the quest, we're not going to get the bank manager until the end of the turn before income. Then we can put it on that place. Okay, and finally we're going to take this 1. I would love to get a 3 or 4. I'm going to re-roll it to try to get some fame. Come on, baby. Yes, got 3, so that'll get us 2 money, and I get 1 fame. And why do I care? Well, besides getting me closer to my victory condition, now every single one of my loans will be worth 1 more per side chi. So that got me 2 more money at the end of this turn. So first I get my free bank manager. There we go. Then I collect income. 2, 4, 6, 8. This is now 3 for each, so that's 11, 14, plus the bonus, 17. And then minus 2, 15. Not quite as much as last round, but I couldn't get all my loans back. Then these slide down. I'm going to have to get 2 ingots by the end of this round to pay back my loan. And we are hopping right along to round 4. Let's see, this time, if we can buy one of those bonus tokens, we'll also get a free remittance for 1 or 2 rounds. And I would definitely like to do that, because that's one of my victory conditions. So, let's make it happen. Man, every place is filled up in here, although nothing has more than 1 die, except for remittances and getting the government tiles. That might be a problem. Alright. Remember, I can reduce 1 die by 1. I'd love to do a remittance to get an extra ingot that's kind of floating around for the turn. So I'd need a 5 for that to do it at minimal cost. Alternatively, I could, take one of these down to 2 to get 1 fame. My reroll can probably take care of that. So, okay, let's take this down to a 5. I'm going to spend 20 to get 2 of these. But then my plan is to try to get a 3rd one from a remittance, and then I'll have 1 available to get another government tile and get the bonus. Oh wait, I forgot. If I buy a government tile, I'm going to get a free remittance, which will let me take one from one of my branches to here. So I don't have to actually spend an action doing that. That's great. So with that being the case, let's see. I definitely need some more fame if I'm going to keep on climbing up that track. Let's do the easy one for now and do the 5 here. I'm getting 2 money, but I have to spend 4 because I'm using a 5 or 6. So it cost me 2 in the wash. I'm going to spend 1 of my 2 side chi. Let's check out our options. This one would let me build level 3 branches with a 3 instead of a 1 or 2, and every time I build one, I get a free bank manager. Not really fitting my story. Ooh, this one's not bad. I get +2 for every side chi on a level 1 branch. That is not my starting one, so that'd be +4 money every turn. That's definitely a positive one. This one gives me bonuses for every level 2 branch with a manager. I haven't done any of those yet. This one's pretty big. It makes 3 or 4 fame spaces get me more fame at only 1 cost, so it's actually better than a 1 or 2 space. So that's definitely good for my goal, although it's not getting me any money right now. That one makes remittances earn me more money. Yeah, I think this one's got to be the one. It gets me immediate money every turn, whereas that one I'll have to work at a little bit, but I'll get that later maybe. Alright, next with these, I'd love to use these to get some fame. So, well, let's see, is there anything else I need? Definitely can't afford to open a branch since I have to pay back my loan. Can't afford to do another loan. Could do another remittance, but I don't know if it's really worth it. Well, actually, hold on, maybe it is, because if I can get some extras in here and here, even if they come out of there, that's getting me an extra 2 money every round, so that's definitely good. Yeah, so fame or remittance both sound pretty good to me. Let's try the D6 reroll for free first. So I got a 4. That would cost me 2. Or I could get 1 fame and gain 1 money. I think the remittance might be more important for now, and that'll let me do it for 2 rounds. So let's do that and pay 2. And let's see, my card says I get to deposit into a yellow immediately, but I have to take out of a yellow in 2 rounds since I used a 4. Okay, well, let's be a little dangerous again. I'll say I'll take out of my headquarters in 2 rounds. But I'll get this immediately, which will be 2 more money plus 2 more from that, so 4 more money overall. Nice. And my fee is only going to be 1 again, because I'm having to withdraw from the least valuable place. And I move up to 2, not quite to a bonus yet. Alright, with this last one, let's maybe try to get some fame. Come on. I got a 1. Oh man, so I have to pay 2 plus 2 more to get 2 fame, but I gotta move up that track. So there we go, 4 money overall. Oh no, that's right, I only pay 3 because it's my D4. Maybe I should have done those in a different order because I could have seen a second remittance card. 2 more, I'll get a free bank manager again. And then 2 more after that, each of my loans is worth +2 per side chi, which is very nice. So before I calculate my income, I get a remittance for 2 rounds. And because of my new fame bonus, I get to draw 2. Oh, that's good, because the first one is terrible. Into green from red, the one that doesn't need any more from the place that needs it. Red to red, I can deal with that. And so as not to super overtax my headquarters, I'm going to actually go to there, from there. So I get a free one here, which is awesome. That's going to be lots of extra money. And that'll also be for 2 rounds. And here I'm getting the full 2 bonus because I'm not withdrawing from my headquarters at the end. All right, now let's see our income. This should be much better than last time because of this bonus. So each of these is 4. 4, 8, 12, 16. And these are still just 2, so 18, 20. Plus 3 for each of these, 26, plus the bonus, 29, minus 2 for my loan, 27. That is great. Oh wait, I totally forgot about paying back my loan. I can't put it here. I'm going to put this into this, which is wild, so we can count as the red to red. Which means I'm only getting 25 money. Oh no, 23 because of the loan. And then also, I lose both of these until I take out another loan. That's down to 1, and these are almost due as well, so I gotta get another one in there. Yuck. So we just crossed the halfway point of the game. We're about halfway to our normal fame goal of 11, clearly not close to 15. And we have 2 of our 4 government tiles to get a basic win. Our goal this round, ooh, I would love to do this. If I give a loan for 2 months or more, I get a free remittance. Yes, baby, we will do that. Let's see, on the loan space, we've got a 2 and a 3, so we need a 1 or a 4 to make that goal happen. I've got a 4 and I've got a 1. It seems pretty good to me. But I'm about to have to pay 1 from here. Well, I'll go ahead and get 2 of these. I can't get a 3rd. And then we can see if I can use that free remittance to save me, if nothing else. All right, so yes, I'd probably want to do a remittance or 2. I definitely want to do a loan. And then maybe get some fame for my last action. Well, first I can subtract 1 from a die. I'm thinking if I'm going to use the 4 here, maybe I'll make this into a 2 and I can get a remittance going. Oh wait, I already have 2 remittances going. I'm going to get a 3rd free one at the end of the round, which means I definitely don't want to do a remittance action. So is the 3 still good for me? Well, you know what? Let's try to go fame crazy. I'm going to reduce this to a 2. And then, yeah, okay, I got a plan. I'm going to do a loan action first. So that'll get me 2 money, because I was 1 above, plus it's a D4. For the loan, I'll go ahead and put these in the 2 spot. Okay, then next I'm going to do a fame action with a 2. That'll cost me 4 plus 2 more. But I still have 3 left to do even more fame. So as you get me to 8, I get a free manager. Now the question is where? I guess I have fewer yellow and green, so sure, we'll just have him hanging out here. You can only have 1 waiting until you actually open the branch. And then like a crazy man or a genius, I'm going to go here. That'll cost my last 3 coins, but it'll get me to the big loan bonus, which means I'm in the money this round, baby. But first, because I did a level 2 loan, I get a level 1 remittance. And I need to get a coin into my headquarters. So let's see, from red to yellow or from yellow to green. I clearly don't want to pull them out of my better places, so we'll go and put another cube there. But we'll add them to here. And we're getting the normal $2 payout plus 1, because we were on level 3 or more when we did it, so we get 3 money. But here's the fun part, our income. So we're getting 4, 6, 8, 12, 16. Remember, all the ones except my starting one are worth double. Now this is big. I got to 10 fame, so each of these is worth 10 and then plus 3 for each pair. So gosh, what is that? 16, 26, 36, 39, 42. Yeah, I am feeling good about that. But then, of course, all 3 of my remittances are up, so I lose all of these. Ouch. And then these 2 come back, and these hang out for 1 more turn. Now, looking at our fame requirement, we're only 2 away from the basic one. That'll be easy. We can probably even get to 15. But we need to get 2 more of these for a normal win or 4 more for the big win. That's going to be pretty tough. So round 6, only 3 more rounds left in the game. And our goal this turn is to do 2 remittances to get 2 fame. Huh. I might actually consider doing that since I want to get the fame anyway. Let's see, 1's on both of those, a 3 on there. And, okay, 4's and a 2. Now, I can't forget, I gotta get some more of these government tiles. The 4's could do a remittance, although then I wouldn't be able to do another one. Could also build a branch, right? Because I'm going to certainly have some extra stuff. I'd love to get another loan going since it makes me so much money. I mean, I'm not really worried about fame. Maybe this turn I do 1 new branch, 1 new loan, and then get 1 of the tiles I need. Let's see, I've got what I need for the loan already, so do I have enough to get like a level 3 branch? I can probably just do a level 2. So for level 2, I need 2 more side chi. That would be that, and then 12 money. But I definitely don't have enough for a level 3 branch. Yeah, let's go for that. Okay, so I spent 20 to get 2 of those. And now the 4 is already perfect to open the level 2 branch. The 2's great to get me the tile. And then the 4 for the loan. Actually, here, you know what? I'll use a 3. I'll lower it by 1 with my power to get the tile. And then I could do the loan for longer with that and keep making money. Boom, got it all planned out. 2 money here to open a branch. But I got to spend 12. I get to look at the level 2's. Let's see. This is plus 1 for every yellow. And good, I preceded yellow, so that'd be 2 extra money every round. Not bad. That one counts as any type. That one I could spend 2 to get a bank manager immediately. Bleh. And plus 1 for every green. Not as good. So yeah, we're going to put this here. And I could immediately put this either here, which would let me have 2 Sai Chi there, or here to get the bonus. I'm going to do that. And it does get the 2 Sai Chi I had to use to build it. Okay, in second action, I have to pay 1 plus 2 for the action, so 3 overall. Oh, wait, I'm silly. I totally forgot I need another Sai Chi to buy the token. We're just going to cheat a little bit and say I spent another one, since I clearly have enough money. All right, let's see. More fame. Not a bad one. Plus 3 for remittances. Not sure that'll happen. Level 3s, I'm not sure if I'm going to build them. Oh, this would get me 3 money every turn, since I already have a level 2 that's manned. So, yeah, let's go for that one. Again, fame, I think I can rush to the win pretty quickly. That will cost me one of those. Okay, now that I'm done being stupid, I'll get paid 2 to go here and do a loan. And I can do it for 3 rounds, which means it's going to pay me until the end of the game, because I'm going to get paid at the end of each of the final 3 rounds. Alright, let's do some income. This will be quite a lot. So that's 4, 8, 12. Each of these is 3, so that's 15, 18. Then plus 1 for each yellow, so that's 20. Plus 3 for 1 managed level 2, so that's 23. 13 for each of these, so that's 26, 49. Boom, and then 2 of these come back. We'll see if I want to loan them out again, and those come down. All right, last 2 rounds of the game. My money engine is clearly going fine, so really I got to focus on getting these tiles, getting some more fame, getting more victory points. Ooh, plus 4 fame, although the bonus is not that great. That means I get a plus 2 money during income phases for the rest of the game. Not as important when it's this close to the end. 2 1s and a 6. I'm not sure if I love that. I could build a branch pretty easily, even a level 3 if I have enough money, which I probably do. I could do a loan, although it would cost a lot if I used one of the 1s for it. And then 1 here, 1 here. That's not great, since 2 of mine are 1, although I can reroll them, so not too worried. Gosh, how many of those things can I get? I could get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 if I wanted to. I need at least 1 more to get 1 more tile, although again, it'd be cool if I can get 3 and win on hard. Not sure that's going to happen, though. If I got 1 of these this turn, and then did 1 or 2 fame actions, raising me by 2, I would almost be to 15. Then I need to get 2 more of those on the next turn, and maybe 1 more fame action. But I think I would be destroying my victory points in doing that, so I probably wouldn't actually win the game. So yeah, I'll just shoot for the normal win and not try to destroy myself. So I think I'll buy 1 tile this turn, get the fame one, then maybe use the fame to get up to 12, the minimum I need. I can still try to go to 15 because it's a lot of victory points. And then maybe I'll do another loan to get a ton of money, and then like open up some level 2 or 3 branches. Let's see, I guess I'll lower the 6 to a 5, or do I even want to? Yeah, I think I do. I might just re-roll it. Well, I guess the 6 is fine to get the tile. So let's go and do that. That was a 1, so I get 5 money I got to pay for, so I gain 1 overall. Oh, and of course I'm going to turn in most of these. I guess I'll leave myself the option of opening up a level 3, so let's do 30s for 3 of them. And I guess I'll get the fame 1, so I'll use up 1 of these. All right, let's, I guess I'm going to get some fame and build a branch. So I'll do that. It's free because it's a D4. That's a 1, by the way. But I'm just going to get a level 2 branch for 12. Let's see, counts as anything. Doesn't need a manager. I could get a manager immediately. Ooh. Or plus 1 for every 4 fame I have. That would actually be pretty good if I can get it manned. You know, I actually think the manager one is good because every 2 managers is worth of victory points. That's basically going to complete one of my pairs. And then it's going to give me more money from this tile that likes me to have manned level 2 places. So I'll pay 2. And get a manager, there's no spot for it, but now it could hold 3 of these things if I wanted it to. And I think, I don't know, instead of getting fame, I think I gotta get a loan, right? I mean, getting the loan right now will get me 13 money this turn and 13 next turn. That's basically going to be 2.5 victory points all by itself. But if I instead go here and get the fame, I'll be able to get 5 more victory points most likely. I think I gotta go for that. Alright, so that'll cost me 1, and then 2 more, so 3. Put them up here. I actually almost get a free one of those guys. Okay, and then, yeah, just 3 more fame to get there. So I get 4 fame in 1 turn to get the bonus, but that's okay. All right, and let's see. So 4, 8, 12, and then each of these is 6, so that's another 12, 24. And then this is 13, so that's 37. Oh, plus 1 per yellow, so that's 39. And then 7 for having 2 things with managers in level 2. So what is that, 46? Not too shabby. Alright, so this is the final round. I've already reached my basic victory conditions of 12 fame and 4 of those government tiles. I just gotta get enough victory points now. Alright, let's see. Plus 2 fame if I do a loan. That is great, because now if the fame action gets all muddled up, I have 2 ways to get to that 15 for plus 3. Alright, I got a 6, a 5, and a 2. Interesting. I need a level 2 loan to get that bonus. So the 6 could get me the 1 fame I need. I would need a 2, 3, or 4, so I'd have to try to re-roll the 5 to get the loan here. And I guess I could open a branch to get some more victory points. By the way, I didn't talk about victory points. You get them for opening level 2 and 3 branches. You get them for every 10 money, or for these on your board, since those are basically worth 10 money. And then you saw I'm going to get a bunch from my fame track. You can also get some from the remittance track. Oh, and finally, the level 3 branches tend to give you victory points for doing other things, which maybe means I want to open one of those. I think I do. Yeah, so let's see. I could use the 2 to open a level 3 branch. And then if I can reroll this to a 1, 2, or 3, I could get a loan for 2 fame, get the last fame from that. I guess I can try rerolling both of them. So yeah, I'm not going to lower either of these for now, I guess. Actually, oh no, I will lower this to a 4, because that way, if this die doesn't roll well for over here, I can use it for the fame, and then try to roll this to get a 1, 2, or 3. But first, I need enough of these to open a level 2 branch, so I'll just spend 10 to get 1 more. Oh wait, that's right, I wanted to give a loan. So I guess I need 2 more. Oh wait, I'm silly. This is if they give me a loan. Gosh, do I even care? Wait, I'm putting into jeopardy me having enough money to actually open a level 3 branch. Alright, so forget the giving a loan idea. I'll get 20 bucks back. Instead, we're just going to try to gain fame twice. So let's roll this. A 1, 2, or 3 would give me enough with the 4 making up the difference. That will cost me 1, though. Come on, 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. Oh, that's going to make it expensive, isn't it? Okay, well, that's all right. So that's going to cost me 4, 5, 6. But it gets me 2 fame. And I do get a bonus guy, which, remember, the level 3s will give you victory points generally. So, let's see. Do I have 1 color more than the others? I have 2 greens, 2 yellows, and 2 reds. So I guess it doesn't really matter. I'll just go ahead and put it on the yellow. Okay, and then I get 3 money and my last fame for maximum victory points. And finally, I'm going to build a level 3 branch. It'll cost me 2, since that's my D4, and that was a 2. It does cost me 24. Hopefully it's worth it. Really looking for something that combos with my board, because otherwise I might have lost victory points in this. Okay, +1 per bank worker. That would be 5. That's not too bad. +1 per green. That'd be 2. +1 per 3 on the remittance track. That'd be only 1. +1 per red. That would be only 2. Oh, wait, no, I just checked. This is only for this particular bank, so that would only give me 1 victory point. So, darn it, none of these are great. There is one that would have given me more victory points for my fame, but I didn't get it. So I guess the green or the red are the best, right? I've got 1, 2 green, or 1, 2 red. Made a bad call with the yellow. Either color would have got me another victory point. Ah, well, so it goes. Those 3 come over there. There we go. This is going to be it. I think it's going to be tight victory point-wise. Okay, so first I do get final income, so that's 4, 8, 12, plus 12, 24. Each of these is 4, but I only get to count 2 of them because I don't have a guy down here. So that'd be 32. My last 13 from here would be 45. Plus 7 for these, so that's 52. And this one is +1 for each yellow. Yay, that was worth something. So 55. And at the end of the game, I just like to take these as 10s because it's all the same, since 10 money is worth 1 of these, and these cost 10. All right, I needed 30 victory points to win on normal. Let's see if we made it. So first we count all of our Sai Chi. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, I don't know if that's enough. Okay, and then 19, 20 for my level 2s. 21, 22 for my level 3. 1 victory point for each green, so that's 24. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Beautiful. And actually, I did a bit better than I thought because remember, each pair of these guys is worth 1. So that's 31, 32. So 2 points over what I needed, but certainly, gosh, I've not beaten one of these on hard yet. It is such a challenge. But there you go. That was the base game of Pingyao. I hope you enjoyed the playthrough. And hang on for a minute if you'd like to hear my overall impressions of the solo play of the game. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about, the thing that kind of stands out the most, is the dice placement. And I generally like it. I think being able to see like kind of all the dice and having them seated, not having to like run an AI and have them roll dice over and over again is a nice way to do it. And being able to see kind of like the picture of what your turn might look like right at the start, but then being able to re-roll and use like mitigation abilities from your tiles, all of that is nice. The only part that muddies the puzzle for me sometimes is just like when the dice totally don't go your way. Like sometimes the AI will just totally block up something you need. Like let's say my goal, it's the last round, and my goal is to, build a level 2 or a level 3 place. And like they rolled a 1, 2, and 3, and suddenly I can't possibly take that action. Super rare, but it can happen. It can be frustrating in solo. Although I'll note that the expansion has some more mitigation options with this, but I think it would be cool if they gave you a way to spend money to re-roll these dice and not just your own. But besides that, they are dice. It's a fun little puzzle, but just be aware that sometimes the dice won't do what you want, and you gotta deal with it. But something I like a lot about the solo mode are the story cards and how they give you different things to go for. Because what you just saw with me really going heavy on loans, barely using remittances, not really building up branches until the end of the game, that is not how my last 3 games went, for example. These really push you in different directions, force you to try out different things, and I like that a lot because it does give the game more replay. Now, there's only 6 of them in the base game. I still haven't beaten any of them on hard, so I can see me playing 2 or 3 times to try to reach that pinnacle. But I think you're going to have seen, sort of all the main strategies for the solo play after, I would say, 12 to 18 plays, which is, don't get me wrong, very good for solo play. But then I think you would need the expansion to kind of make the game come back to life for you after that. So I think it does maybe have a little bit of limited solo because of these, but the expansion should help with that and really broaden out the strategic options. But the other big positive for the game for me is that it's just really fun to build up your empire and make tons of money. I love the manipulation of these little side chi things, especially with the remittance, where you kind of gain an extra one while they're traveling and don't have to pay out for a while, or taking the loan. Just trying to get as much of this into your economic network as possible, but also having the means to pay it back, I think is a lot of fun. It reminds me in a good way of economic games like Power Grid, where you have to really carefully kind of manage your loans and your expenditures and how much money you're making. And just as these little metal coins, and man, if these are the actual components in the game, I love these things. They just feel so good to hold. Seeing the money just pour in and getting 40, 50 each turn is a lot of fun. Definitely just a kind of positive experience for the solo overall. Now, all that being said, this is certainly a Euro. This is certainly a dice placement game. It's certainly an economic game. All those might not be in your wheelhouse, and I wouldn't say this one does anything exceptional that would make someone who hates those genres or mechanics really love it. I do think it plays very smoothly and quickly in solo. It's a nice kind of brisk game, and I think the strategies are interesting, and it's fun to try out different ones. But yeah, I don't think this is going to revolutionize the genre if you don't like Euros in the first place. Thanks for watching, everybody. Good gaming, and I'll see you at the next stop.